Your hair looks flat by 10 a.m. You've tried volumizing shampoo, root spray, the diffuser, all of it. And it still just sits there. That's not a product problem. That's a method problem. And it's quietly adding years to how your face reads every single day. There are 4 steps most women with fine, thinning hair never hear about. And I'm covering all of them right here. By the time we get to step 3, you'll understand why your current routine is working against you from the very first wash. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and the best fixes for women over 50, so you get real results fast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1, Step 1. Washing thin hair the right way. Here's something nobody talks about when they hand you a bottle of volumizing shampoo. Where you put that shampoo matters just as much as which one you buy. I want you to think about the last time you washed your hair. Where did your hands go first? If the answer is everywhere at once, that's exactly where the problem starts. And I know that sounds almost too simple to be the issue. But stay with me. Here's what's actually happening when you lather the full length of your hair at once. The weight of the product, even a light formula, pulls those fine strands downward and compresses the root area. Your roots are where all the lift lives. So before you've even stepped out of the shower, you've already collapsed the volume you needed most. It's adding flatness, and flatness pulls every feature on your face slightly downward too. That's what's aging you, not the hair itself, but the direction everything's falling. So here's the fix. Shampoo goes on the scalp only, just the scalp. Work it in with the pads of your fingertips, not your nails, not your whole palm, in small firm circular movements at the crown, the temples, and the nape. Then you rinse. The suds running down through the lengths as the water falls? That's enough to cleanse the rest of your hair. You don't need to scrub the ends. Scrubbing the ends roughens the hair shaft, which makes fine hair look even thinner and more flyaway. Conditioner works the opposite way. Conditioner goes on the ends only, from midshaft down, never at the root. Conditioning the root is one of the most common reasons fine hair loses its lift before you've even dried it. The root needs to stay clean and light. The ends need the moisture. So you work in opposite zones and you get both. One more thing here, and this is the one a friend of mine heard and immediately went home and changed that evening. Rinse with the coolest water you can manage. Not ice cold, just cooler than your wash temperature. Cool water closes the hair cuticle. A closed cuticle reflects more light, which means each strand visually appears thicker. A warm rinse leaves the cuticle open, and your hair comes out looking duller and more limp. 30 seconds of cooler water. That's all. There's a reason this step is where I always start, because getting the wash wrong means everything else you try on top of it is fighting an uphill battle. And that's exactly what makes the next step so important. The next step is where most women lose every bit of lift they worked for in the wash, and they do it with a towel. Part 2, Step 2. Drying thin hair without killing volume. You did everything right in the wash. And then you grabbed the towel and undid all of it in about 45 seconds. I don't say that to be harsh. I say it because this is the moment where most of the damage actually happens, and almost nobody realizes it. Think about what towel drying usually looks like. You flip your hair forward, wrap the towel around it, then scrub or squeeze, sometimes both. That motion roughens the cuticle we just sealed with the cool rinse. Worse, the downward weight of a twisted turban towel pulls the root away from the scalp, which is exactly the opposite of what we need for lift. Here's what to do instead. But just pat. Take the towel, or better yet a microfiber cloth or even a soft cotton t-shirt, which is far gentler on fine hair, and press it against sections of your hair. Hold the pressure for a few seconds, then move to the next section. No scrubbing, no bringing, no turban. You're removing water without disturbing the cuticle, and without weighing the root down. This alone changes how your hair dries. Yes, that's simple. Then here's the part most women skip. Before you touch a brush or a dryer, apply your volumizing product to damp hair. Not wet, not dry damp. We're talking about a mousse, a root lifting spray, or a lightweight volume foam. You work it specifically into the root zone, not through the lengths. The root zone only. Then you flip your hair forward and let it begin air drying upside down for 2 or 3 minutes. No heat yet. Just gravity working for you instead of against you. There's something about the upside-down drying technique that women always resist the first time I mention it. It feels odd. It feels like it can't possibly matter. And then they try it and they can't believe the root volume they get before a dryer even enters the picture. The reason it works is straightforward. When your hair dries with the root already lifted away from the scalp, the product sets in a lifted position. When you bring your head back upright, that lift holds because it dried into shape. When you dry with your head upright and the hair falling naturally downward, gravity is compressing the root the entire time the product sets. That compression stays. Tell me, have you been skipping the upside-down step? If this is the first time you've heard it, drop new tip in the comments right now. The way your hair falls while the product sets determines the volume you get to work with when you pick up the dryer. And when it comes to the dryer, what you're doing with it is almost certainly the biggest single mistake in your entire routine. That's Step 3. Part 3, Step 3. Blow drying thin hair for maximum lift. Can I tell you what I watched happen in a salon last month? A woman, beautiful, strong cheekbones, silver hair with real personality, sat down, and her stylist handed the dryer to an assistant. The assistant pointed the nozzle straight downward and dried from root to tip. Every section, the whole head, took maybe 8 minutes. The woman left with completely flat hair, and I watched her look in the mirror with that expression. You know the one. That quiet confusion about why it still doesn't look right. Pointing the dryer straight down is the single most common blow-drying mistake women with thin hair make. And it's the one adding the most years. When airflow runs downward, it presses the hair flat against the scalp and seals the cuticle in a downward direction. Your hair ends up smooth, yes, but compressed. Lifeless. And compressed hair makes the face look heavier and flatter. Here's what you're doing instead from this moment forward. You're drying with the airflow directed upward and toward the root. What stylists call root-directed airflow. You take a round brush or even just your fingers, lift a section at the crown, and direct the heat up and under the root. You're not chasing the length. You're lifting the base. Start at the crown. Always the crown first, because crown volume is what lifts the whole face. Section the top of your hair into 3 or 4 pieces, front to back. Take each section, lift it straight up away from your head, direct the nozzle upward into the underside of that lifted section, and hold for 10 to 15 seconds before moving the heat away and letting it cool in that lifted position. This is called heat then cool setting, and it's the reason salon blowouts hold for days while home blowouts fall within the hour. Write this one down. The cooling phase is where the style locks in. If you immediately release a section while it's still hot, the hair relaxes and drops before it can set. If you hold it lifted while it cools, even for just 10 seconds, the volume stays because the hair fibers have hardened in that lifted shape. Most women never do this. Their dryer is always moving, never pausing, never letting anything actually set. For the sides and the nape, use less heat and more movement. The crown needs maximum lift. That's your priority. The rest just needs to be smooth and directed. Use the nozzle horizontally for the sides, keeping the airflow running parallel to the hair rather than against it. One more thing your stylist probably hasn't told you. Finish the entire blow dry with 30 seconds of cool air on the full head. Most dryers have a cool shot button. Use it. Seal the whole style with cold air, just like you sealed the cuticle with cool water. Your volume holds longer. Your frizz stays down. And your hair looks like you actually tried, because this time, everything you did worked together. Coming up in Step 4, the one styling product choice that undoes all of this in about 6 seconds flat. Most women use it every single day without knowing what it's doing to their hair. Part 4, Step 4. Choosing and using products that actually work. You've washed it right. You've dried it right. You've styled it with root-directed airflow and you've let sections cool in place. Your hair looks like it has actual volume for the first time in a long time. And then you reach for the finishing product, and you collapse everything in about 6 seconds. Here's the truth about most products marketed to women with thinning hair. The packaging says volume, and the formula says otherwise. Heavy serums, thick creams, traditional hairsprays with strong alcohol bases. These coat the hair shaft and add weight. And weight is the enemy of fine hair. There's a reason this is the step that undoes everything. And it's because the wrong finishing product doesn't just reduce lift, it eliminates it. So let me tell you exactly what to reach for instead. For hold and volume maintenance, a light hold flexible formula hairspray is your best friend. Not a firm hold. Not a freezing hold. Flexible. You want the hair to move because movement reads as volume. Still hair reads as stiffness, and stiffness reads as effort without result. Hold the can at least 12 inches from your head and mist. Don't spray directly in. One pass over the crown. One pass underneath. Done. If you want texture and grip without weight, and this is the one most women over 60 with fine hair never try, reach for a dry texturizing spray. Not dry shampoo, though that can double as one in a pinch. A true dry texturizing spray deposits microscopic particles along the hair shaft that grip each strand against its neighbor. The hair feels thicker because each strand is holding onto the one next to it. It's the closest thing to actually adding hair that a product can do. And it weighs almost nothing. This is the one. Right here. Apply it only at the root zone and mid-shaft, never at the tips. Flip your hair forward, spray into the underside at the crown. Massage in with your fingertips, flip back up. You'll feel the difference immediately. The hair won't feel coated. It'll feel like there's simply more of it. Now, what you're never putting on your hair again. Oils and heavy serums go on the ends only, if you use them at all. Even a single pump of oil at the root of fine hair will press it flat and keep it there for the day. If your hair feels dry at the mid-shaft or ends after styling, one very small amount of oil, we're talking the size of a pea, worked only between the palms and pressed lightly onto the bottom 2 inches. That's the only use for it. And honestly, this is the thing I wish someone had told me years ago. The whole reason thin hair looks thin isn't usually the hair itself, it's the product layering on top of it. Strip the routine back to light formulas only, and you might be genuinely surprised how much hair you actually have. Your 4 steps are done. You now wash at the scalp, dry with a pat, lift from the root with directed heat, and finish with products that add grip instead of weight. That's the entire system. And it works every single time, because it works with your hair instead of against it. You just learned 4 complete steps that most women spend years piecing together from a dozen different places. And you got all of it in one sitting. Your hair didn't get thinner overnight, and it's not going to look thinner anymore either. You now know exactly why it was falling flat and exactly what to do instead. From the shower to the final mist of product. Boom, your hair was always this beautiful. Now you know how to show it. Tell me in the comments, which of these 4 steps was the one you'd been getting wrong without knowing it? I want to know which one hit hardest. Next time, we're covering the one haircut mistake that makes fine hair look even thinner from the front, and it's probably in your current cut right now. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I'll see you in the next one.